committee assignments are carried out as at when due. 5. The committee third assembly are to provide the committee secretariat with appropriate equipment to work with, that is, parts and committee allowances for the servicing of committee secretariats. 6. All honorable members should be responsive and they are effective in constituency representation, making urge of legislative instruments such as motions and matters of urgent public importance. 7. The Committee on Legislative Compliance should follow up of resolutions passed with a view to ensuring of implementation accordingly. 8. Periodic effective oversight function should be organized by standing committee. And finally, the incoming third assembly be prompt, timely, and proactive with a view to our passing the achievement of the 9th assembly. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to report.
Majority.
Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, permit me to see this opportunity to appreciate my brother, Honorable Lateef Adebumi, the Chairman of the Committee on Special Duty, for coming up with this wonderful report. It is not only wonderful but comprehensive. It is a detailed analysis of what transpired in the 9th Assembly of this state. So, Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, I want to, Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, permit me to move that this Honorable House to receive the report as submitted for further legislative consideration. The same colleague, I so submit.
Mr. Speaker, sir, once again, as me another place, my name, member representative of State Constituency and the minority leader of the 9th Assembly. While I want to differ from the position of the majority leader, alluded that this is detailed and comprehensive, I want to disagree with him. One, even if you look at the attendance, it is not okay. I can say that without. 2, the first motion that I moved on the floor of this House, barely 1 week after the proclamation of this House, was not recorded. And the motion was about the death of teachers in primary and secondary schools in the state, where I equally said that bush allowance must be paid to teachers in order for them to stay in all the villages. It is not recorded here. So it's not a detail.
Should we?
No, what I'm saying is...
Should we receive it and then we cannot deliberate on it?
Exactly what I'm saying.
So let us...
So what I am saying is that if you say it is detailed, that record is missing. So it is not entirely the true position of what transpired. In doing so, Mr. Speaker, I rise to second. Thank you.
Those in favor that the House will receive these reports for further deliberation, say aye. Again, say nay. The ayes have it. Comments on these reports? No personal comment on attendance.
No.
Honorable Mustafa.
Right, Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir. My name is Honorable Akeem Olawale Mustafa, member representing Kajola State Constituency. When the Speaker was saying that there should be no personal comment on attendance, it is to me as you didn't want me to exhibit to enjoy my fundamental human rights. This is because this report is totally unacceptable to me in the sense that in this night assembly, there is no record for attendance for Honorable Mustafa, who happened to be the only honorable member that any time you come into this assembly, you will meet him in the office. No record for me that I attended the plenary. No record, which is the report is totally unacceptable. And for people to testify to what I said, if you look into the number of, as reported by the chairman of this special duty, if you go into the number of motions sponsored by members, Honorable Bumi happen to be the highest sponsor of the motions, while KT Siaka is the second, while Honorable Majority Leader is the third, while Honorable Mustafa is the fourth honorable member. That's you are okay. The two of you, while Honorable Mustafa happen to be the fourth honorable member that sponsor highest motions in this night assembly, and they say I have a zero attendance. Mr. Speaker, sir, fún ìdí eléyìí, mo dábàá wípé we should not accept this report because it does not portray the true picture of this night assembly. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Okay, Honorable Mustafa, I'm sure your records are somewhere. And I'm sure it was a typographical error that caused an omission, a typographical omission.
Any typographical error before
it will be amended. It will be amended. Apologies on behalf of the Secretariat. Because honorable members will still have time to recap on the activities of the night assembly. So what should we do about this in order for time? Okay, Honorable Diola.
Yeah, right, Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable colleagues, I still remain Honorable Dele Adiola. I want to toe the same line with what Honorable Mustafa said. In the first instance, I want to believe that the figure that was given to me in that attendance was totally wrong. How on earth would somebody tell me that I attended this plenary just 105, 104? Please, if you check the record very well, I think if I miss this plenary, it may not be more than 5 times since the inception of this 9th assembly. And for the sake of record, please, because what we are saying now is very, we are making history. And publicly, people are covering us. And you can't portray what I am not outside this plenary. So on that note, I completely disagree with that attendance. More so, Mr. Speaker, in this House of Assembly, I move motion urgent matter of urgent public importance 3 times. Today, I have only 1 record of it. Mr. Speaker, based on this report, with all these anomalies, I want to adhere and support, probably if it is a motion that Honorable Mustafa has moved, that this report should be outrightly rejected for proper adjustment and documentation. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, so first thing first, you can have that claim which is taken, especially for Honorable Adiola. That is taken because the addition of the present plus absent gives you 129, and then there's nothing in absence with permission which is new. So, but everything has to add up to the number of plenary sittings that we've had. So you stand on good ground if you say that there might have been some errors in your own records. But notwithstanding, all these records were compiled with the approved votes and proceedings that we adopted in this House. So these records are not even used, they are not gotten from the register. These records are based on the votes and proceedings that we adopt by ourselves within this House. And in each and every vote and proceedings, the attendants are attached to it. So that was how this record was compiled. So it is not that maybe somebody went through one register book to start counting. No, the register is a tool that is used. But what I'm trying to explain is that the record that as received by the House. Okay, if I ask you that, what record is more valid, the register book or the vote of proceedings? So it's the adopted vote of proceedings that is on record. That is the main record. That is the record that can stand in anywhere and any court of law. So I'm on your side. I've already given an example of reason why your attendance might have been a typo or miscalculation. But what I'm trying to say is that majority of the records that as reflected in this report, it is as a true reflection of the attendance. Although some people scored even higher than I expected them to score. Congratulations to them. I don't know how they did it, but congratulations. On the basis of the motions that were carried out in this House, every single motion was stipulated within this report as well. Every single motion was stipulated. Every single bill was also stipulated. So about your own, that should also be looked into for possible corrections on that. And at the end of the day, the Ninth Assembly will also have to, because in the inception of the Ninth Assembly, I remember we had a legislative agenda. There will be another documentation that will come out to now compare our achievements in accordance to the plans that we set before us. That will further guide us against setting a legislative agenda for the 10th Assembly to see how we perform according to the reports. So, Chairman's special duties. You've reported that the House, the Oyo State Ninth House of Assembly, passed 97 bills out of 108 bills that were being considered. You also, in your report, you've said that 94 reports of oversight visits were also adopted at this plenary. You've also stipulated that a total of 120 motions and 30 matters of urgent public importance, which after we can also just call matters of public importance also motions because we deliberate on it and then we pass the resolutions on it. So you can attest that the numbers of bills, numbers of motions, numbers of matters of urgent public importance and reports on oversight are correct in accordance to the best of your abilities. Can you attest that to the General House? So you can stand by this report.
Mr. Speaker, that's how it should be. What I can only say regarding that is whoever that said his name is not tallied with the number of the attendance, well, there will be amendment at the end of the day.
Thank you very much. A motion has been passed, and has the motion been moved? We can move the motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Anybody else, please first relax.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes, so Honorable Adiola.
There has been motion already.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. He called me.
I have called on him.
He called me. Thank you, Majority Leader. God bless you. Right Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable colleagues. It may look like a joke, but after today, this document becomes a reference point. Nobody knows where a document can travel to in life. I may not know where I will be in the next 20 years, and somebody will just come on this document and say when Honorable Adiola was in the house, the performance was very low. Because this may be to judge my performance in this House of Assembly. And that's why I want to say, Mr. Speaker, that Honorable Mustafa said this report, a motion, should be rejected. Let him correct it and pass it if it is not on plenary again. It can be circulated in our various rooms. So I want to second that motion that in as much the chairman of the committee has agreed that there are anomalies in that report, I think I want to support the motion that that report should be rejected. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Simple.
All right, we've seen where the error is from. We have gotten to the as we said before, it's either a typographical omission. There's no point.
Okay.
It's either a typographical omission or a typographical error. Now, this is a copy of the report before it was further even now put in another table. Honorable A.O. Mustafa, member Kajala, present 171, absent 9, absent with permission 2. Honorable Adeola, member Iseyin Teswaju, present 170, absent 12, absent with permission nil. Honorable Oluwafowokanmi. Okay, let me read everything again. No. Listen. After this is taken because this is the true reflection of your attendance. Right Honorable E.A. Ogudoyin, present 179, absent nil, absent with permission 3 times. Honorable A. Fadeyi, present 174, absent twice, 2 times, absent without permission 6. Honorable S.A. Onaolapo, present 179, absent nil, absent without permission 3. Honorable H.E. Adedibu, present 155, absent 24, absent with permission 3 times. Honorable O.S. Babalola, present 170, absent 11, present 1, absent without permission once. Honorable A.N. Alaakpe, present 133, absent 44, absent with permission 5. Honorable A.O. Fatokun, present Honorable A.O. Fatokun, present 133, absent 44, Absent with permission, 5. Honorable K.T. Siaka, present 155, absent 23. Absent with permission, 4. Honorable A.A. Olajide, present 156, absent 26. Absent with permission, nil. Honorable B. Oladeji, present 136, absent 37. Absent with permission, 9. Permit me to just call on your presence. Honorable Elu Adebomi, present 142. Honorable B. Odeola, present 170. Honorable Oti Kendi, present 162. Honorable A.O. Mustafa, present 171. Honorable O.A. Olabi, present 163. Honorable Ari Mabaje, present 161. 161. Is my federal brother. Honorable A.O. Loafo Komi, present 153. Honorable B.G. Adebayo. Honorable B.G. Adebayo, present 143. 140, just take it like that. Just take it. Honorable P.G. Ojedoku, 164. My leader, your orders, sir. Honorable K.O. Olayoju, present 167. Well, this is a true reflection of your attendance. Honorable F. Adetunji, present 150. We'll try na PPP. Honorable A.O. Abada, present 143. Honorable F.J. Ojedoku, Osoja. Honorable F.J. Okedoyin, present 163. Honorable Adisa, present 138. Honorable A.A. Rasak, present 134. Honorable Bamigboye, Honorable Bamigboye, present 167. Honorable F.S. Oyekule, present 145. Honorable O.A. Olagoke, present 150. Honorable R.G. Saminu, present 146. Saminu, 146. Only system to man low. Honorable S.A. Oyeleke, present 165. Honorable late Honorable A.O. Popola, present 137. I guess with this revised attendance, we can all accept that this report is a true reflection of what transpired in the night assembly. Please, Major.
Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, permit me to move the motion that the report submitted on the activity of the Ninth Assembly by the Chairman's Committee on Special Duty be accepted and adopted by this Honorable House as amended. The esteemed colleague, I submit.
I rise to second, expecting that further amendment will be done. Thank you.
In favor that the report as submitted by the Chairman House Committee on Special Duties on the presentation of the Ninth Assembly Legacy Reports be accepted and adopted by this Honorable House. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Next item. Next item.
Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, the next item, the order of the day paper, is recap of the activities of Ninth Assembly. Honorable members.
This aspect would have to do with honorable members speaking freely on their memories and experience in the Ninth Assembly, along with what the aspirations are for the future assemblies to come, even after this assembly. I believe that the Ninth Assembly has set a precedent and a legacy moving forward. No other assembly in the history of Oyo State has performed as well as the Ninth Assembly, I'm proud to say. The Ninth Assembly has passed numerous motions. I believe that the amount of motions that we have used to surpass place is close to 40 bills that this assembly has used to surpass the next assembly behind us. Meaning that the next assembly behind us performed probably about 50 in the 50 regions of the amount of bills passed, while the Ninth Assembly has passed 94 bills. The other day, I read one of the states in the Southwest, I will not mention names, they were very proud of passing 38 bills in the whole 4 years, whereby the pace-setting states of Oyo State we've passed at least 94 bills and 97 bills, and I'm sure that, and we are also considering another 9 bills, which time didn't permit us to pass them. So it's something that we should not be swept under the carpet. The journalists, I hope they are here, and the media practitioners always calling the Ninth Assembly rubber stamp. The same energy they used to tag us in rubber stamp is the same energy they should use to let the world know that the Oyo State Ninth Assembly is probably the most effective assembly in the whole of Nigeria. So we'll take comments, observations, aspirations, advice on and just a general experience, a recap of everybody's experience in the Ninth Assembly. Honorable Adiola, then Honorable Mustafa.
Right Honorable Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, my name still remains Honorable Dele Adiola. I want to really commend the contributory efforts of each member of this Ninth Assembly who have made this a very tremendous and landmark achievement within a space of 4 years. So it has not been easy. There are hills, there are valleys, but God has made us to survive all. Mr. Speaker, as one of the, as Chairman, House Committee on Legislative Compliance, I want to say that this Honorable House, out of our motions and resolutions, I can establish and say it categorically that 80% of it were complied by the executive arm of the government. For example, I think one of the first motions that was moved in this House was the issue of Iseyin-Ibadan Road. The motion was moved by Honorable Mustafa, and today we could see that it has been completed. Another one is when we see the challenge area. The motion was moved by Honorable Fawokami, and today we have a total redress of what is happening there. Mr. Speaker, sir, on this floor, on this plenary, somebody moved a motion that the SAC workers, and permit me to say the majority of this House, when he moved a motion that the workers, LabTech workers that were sacked and some other people that were sacked should be recalled. Today we have over 70% of SAC workers in the last administration that have been recalled. The motion was moved in this House. Right now, Mr. Speaker, I came here, I moved a motion, urgent public of matter importance on Iseyin Oyo Road. Today is almost 60% completion.